There's no more important responsibility as a union member than voting, helping to make some of the crucial decisions in your union. But when will you be asked to vote, and how does it work? There are several scenarios in which you'll be asked to vote. Remember, ACTRA is a member-run organization, and adding your voice to important decisions is one of the most fundamental ways that you can influence the direction of your union. Whether it's for ratifications, elections, or referendums, your opinion matters. ACTRA Montreal elections happen every 2 years in November. Any full member in good standing can run for one of the 11 councillor spots, and they'll take on that 2-year term alongside alternates that the elected council selects. We have a video specifically about council, staff, and the structure of the branches. You can learn more about council's responsibilities there. ACTRA regularly holds ratification votes for our negotiated collective agreements, such as the IPA or the NCA. After bargaining, the memorandum of agreement reached by the negotiating parties is presented to the membership for consideration. This is accompanied by a recommendation from the National Council to vote either yes or no, depending on how the bargaining went and what was or wasn't achieved. Then there are referendums. Now, referendums are serious business. It means the proposed change is significant, and the only way to move forward is to ask all eligible voters to weigh in. If you're asked to vote in a referendum, consider the information, learn about the issue, talk to your elected leaders, and be sure to cast your vote. Referendums not only address significant issues, but also require substantial energy and financial resources to ensure that members have access to information and the opportunity to ask questions and gain a clear understanding of the issue at hand. Changes to ACTRA's constitution need to be passed via a referendum. This could be, for example, a proposed change to the dues structure or even necessary updates to outdated language. When a referendum comes around, a lot of information will be coming in the form of facts and statistics and council's recommendations based on the context of the vote and how they believe it will affect you individually and the union as a whole. Beyond information sessions and town halls, information is shared through social media and email blasts. As a quick side note, if you're not getting ACTRA emails, it's possible you opted out of receiving them at some point and thus are not getting important information. We recommend contacting ACTRA Montreal to reverse this. Now, I want to stress 2 things. First, read all those emails. If you're just starting out at ACTRA, it might seem confusing and daunting. There's a lot of acronyms and terms you might not know. But the more you engage with the information, the easier it gets. Second, I'd encourage you to take the social media comment section with a grain of salt. The comment section of a post is rarely the place where meaningful, empathetic, and open dialogue is had. Instead, if you have questions, concerns, or want to learn more from the concerns of others, attend the virtual town halls that accompany these votes, or speak to an elected councillor. Both National and the Montreal branch hold town halls, so attend one or both if you can. Now, when it comes to the actual vote, whether it's for a referendum or when electing council, only full members in good standing are eligible to vote. That's another reason it's important to stay on top of your payments. If you have a suspended status, you won't receive a ballot. Ratification votes on our agreements have different criteria, and voting eligibility is tied to a member's attachment to the workplace. If you want to learn more about how agreements such as the IPA and NCA are negotiated and ratified, check out our video on bargaining. The voting period may vary depending on the nature of the vote and how much information members need to make their decisions. For example, a complex question regarding the Constitution might have a longer window, while a ratification that results in wage increases for members might have a shorter window so that those gains can be fast-tracked to you. Voting is done electronically through a secure online voting platform. You'll receive a personalized email, and to cast your vote, all you need is your ACTRA number. The process takes less than 2 minutes, so don't let that stop you from participating in the vote.